I wanted to get your opinion on a few other things. If correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I understand, you live in the free state of Texas, the Republic of Texas, in the U.S. And recently they opened up the state in the sense where like you don't need a mask anymore. From what I understand, even before that, and you can tell us a bit on this, it was pretty free. I mean, you had your mask, but you could do pretty much whatever you want. And in Florida, it's
Yeah,
sort of the
yeah,
same.
pretty much. Yep.
How do you think this is good that they're making it non-mandatory to have masks? And second question after that, do you think this is gonna help the economy at least for the Texas region in this
You
in the
see,
short time?
and that's where I see a lot of people flip flop on their political views. Right now you're very capitalistic. You're very freedom. Let me do my thing, right?
Me or who?
You as a person, you're saying less regulation. The less the government's in my face, the better it is.
Well, in general, I mean, I'm not speaking about this. This is why I'm asking you because I don't know all of the details. That's why I want to know. But yeah, generally speaking, I'm normally lean to having less government control. But I don't want you to use like my general view on things about this to apply it to the specific thing. But in generally speaking, I do think that at this stage we need to open up if we don't want the economy to completely collapse. So
Yeah.
in Europe, it's affecting us really bad. So what do you
Is
think? Do you
it?
think it's good? Yeah, it is.
I
Do you
mean,
think do you think that it is good that they're doing
I
this?
mean, I'm conflicted because I'm of your thinking. Like, I like it not to be rules. I like it to for me to do what I want to do because it's the best way to do it. But I know that human beings in their natural state are not very responsible for the most part, you
I
know,
agree.
and they're going to do what's best for them as an individual, not as a community. And because of that, I'm tempted to say, hey, you got to put the mask on, you know, you got to make sure that everybody's enforcing the mask. Um,
No, because I feel you
I
on
need,
that. I
I,
agree with that.
I'm,
I agree with.
I am part of the people. Like I told you before, I think some things that are businesses should not be businesses. They should be guaranteed rights. And you're saying, man, you can't think like that. But by the same token, then you have to say, bro, you can't be telling people what to do. You can't be telling people to fucking wear the mask. Hey, if I want to die, I want to die. Like, let me fucking die, okay? I'll fucking die with my COVID on, you know. But at the same time, you're saying, hey, no, you got to protect people, and you have to make them do things they don't want to do, which is not something that's good.
Who is? I am.
No, I'm saying in general, like most people are like,
Okay.
not, I don't want government, I don't want rules, but all of a sudden, you want people to start wearing masks.
Well, I don't know if that's the case with everybody. I think mostly people that don't want government intervention actually support not having to wear a mask.
Correct.
I actually oppose that a bit. Like I'm a free think. I
But
guess I would
how can
apply
you
to your.
reconcile that? How
Well,
can
I'll
you
tell.
reconcile saying, I don't want the government to tell me what to do, but I want you to tell me how I need to go outside.
Well, yeah, it is a bit of a mind fuck. At the end of the day, I have to compromise with. uh, Ultimately, I would support mass not being mandatory because I want to be consistent with in general the rights. But I would say that in this specific situation, even though in Spain they were able to like mandate this because they have a lot more rule here than in the U.S. Of the people, it made it so that everyone had a mask, unlike the U.S. So if that helped, then that was a good thing. But I am conflicted in that sense because I want I want the government to be involved the less possible. But I do agree with you that there are retarded people that are not gonna do the things correctly, and
Yeah, I mean,
so
I think that to go with the same thing, to go with my same thinking that some some businesses should be heavily regulated in order to become, things that can be guaranteed for everybody. In that same sense, I think that, yeah, man, you need to have a mask, bro. Like,
Okay.
if you're not wearing a mask, if you're not wearing a mask, bro, you're walking around spreading your germs throughout the environment. And
Okay.
supposedly this COVID thing kills. And you're saying it's pretty bad in freaking Europe.
Well, I mean, it's pretty
That's killing
bad.
everybody.
No, no, I mean economy wise.
Oh, economically, it's horrible
Yeah,
for
yeah.
everybody. And
Well,
obviously,
but
taking
here
the mask away and the mask mandate psychologically tells people, get out there and spend, man. It's over.
now, okay. So is this a thing where it's not required anymore by the state, but each individual business can require it or not?
Yeah. So basically, the state says if you're out in public, in a public place, you don't need a mask. Okay. In your private property, you can say whatever the hell you want. If you're inside a business, the business can tell you, hey, look, you need to put a mask on. And if you don't have a mask on, you need to leave. And if you don't leave, you're trespassing and you can be taken to jail.
Okay, so wouldn't you think that instead of making it, because like like for example, me, if I was to be consistent, if I don't want regulation from the government, then I also don't want the government telling me to wear a mask. So the government
And
doesn't need to.
hey, let me tell you. And I am very conflicted because I'm the part of the people like, hey, don't tell me what to do. And I'm like, don't tell me to wear a mask. And when I go out, I'm like, fuck this mask. I'm not going to wear it. Like, I'm only going to wear it when they tell me to wear it. Because other than that, I'm going to continue to do my thing. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no. Okay, so you actually don't like the mask, but you want everybody to wear it.
Including me. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
But
So
remember, when we're trying to be better, I am not perfect.
no, 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 and I'm agreeing with you. Like I feel the same way. I'm sort of stuck. But how about this? What if instead of the government mandating it, they do it like now in Texas, where each business decides if they require it or not, and then the free market decides. So if you're a place where you think the people are gonna appreciate people wearing masks, then you make it a thing. And I would actually have masks available. If you don't have one, we'll give you one, but you need to wear one. And wouldn't you think that that will make it so that business will cater to who they want to cater? Like, there's people that want to be safe, like you, and want to go to a restaurant and be safe about it. And then there's other people that think like, oh, I don't give a fuck about this. And then each business should decide,
Um,
or that will
yeah,
make it
bro.
too. Okay, so that's
No,
what.
yeah, yeah. Like listen. My thinking is, you need to tell people to put the mask on. It's
as
just
as
healthy
as a state thing.
as a humanity thing. Like humans are dirty, and right now we're super dirty.